Hi, it is, I don't know, June? Yes, it's June.
Is
I know
it?
the dates. It is June 12th, 2021. And this is whatever this is. And I'm your host, Ramon. And this is my, wait, I have to see if I can do this right. And this is my guest, Bob, Ginger Bob.
Hello. Hello. It's an honor.
Awesome. That is quite possibly my most successful intro ever. And it can only go down from there. So,
That's the aim.
yeah, pretty much. All right. So, Bob is from a YouTube channel also called Ginger Bob. Well, technically, I guess you're just called Bob and your channel is called Ginger Bob, right?
Well, Ginger Bob was a nickname originally, and it just okay, translates well. So, yeah,
that makes sense.
I guess.
All right. Well,
it's hell.
That's cool. That's good enough. I said your name and I asked you if it was appropriate or not, and I think that pretty much covers a lot of stuff. Anyway, so, God, I'm really gonna have to. Well, technically, I don't have to learn how to interview anyone if I'm trying to run to be if I'm trying to run to be president. Because I'm about to say, I should.
Yeah. I'm interviewing you in a way.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I was about to say, like, I should really try to figure this out. I was like, no, I don't. No one. It doesn't matter. Like, neither of us have to be good at this. The internet. If the internet has proven anything in this world, is you can know shit about literally anything and be successful at it.
Oh, not even that. If you don't know anything, you could still be successful at it.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen people do videos on. Well, I don't know a lot. I'm stupid, but I seen someone do a video on Sonic the Hedgehog, for example, and he still got the facts wrong, but it still was a successful video. It's like how? It's like I don't get people. I don't.
Yeah, that's true. It's just.
But do you want to ask you a question?
Oh yeah, you can ask me. You can ask me whatever. We pretty much just going on until you get sick of me.
I could never get sick of you, Ramon. I'm probably your #1 fan on YouTube at this point.
Thanks.
Title confirmed. So I guess a question that people would like to know. I don't care, but is, do you actually have a political leaning? Like, are you left? Are you right?
Oh.
Or are you smart? Don't care.
Yes, like technically I am, because, you know, there are things that I like. I guess that's kind of a weird question for me to answer. Technically, yes, because in the idea of me doing this, I do want to do stuff that is left-leaning, but at the same time, I don't, personally care about any of it. Like, up until, this point, nothing, it didn't really matter to me. Well, even to this point, it didn't matter to me. Like God, what's something that's, really detrimental to humanity that doesn't really click with me? The ocean. You know how, the entire ocean? Right. All those fish are dying right now.
Oh. The deadliest catch.
Awful way to put it. But it's true.
Bye-bye.
All the fish are dying, the turtles, and, coral, and, everything's dying because of, oil or plastic or whatever random enormous amounts of garbage are being thrown into the ocean, which is, you know, a big deal.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I want to, do stuff about it, but I don't personally care about it. It's not like I don't care. Well, I mean, I don't. I don't have, an emotional attachment to, anything that I trying to, well, that's not true. I have an emotional attachment to, like, some things that I'm trying to do. Like, get healthcare pushed through so I can make my friend into a cyborg. But, aside from that...
Would you not want to be a cyborg?
I don't care about being a cyborg. I mean, I'll be a cyborg if I'm... Well, no, that's not the point of it.
If I had the chance...
I mean, I'll totally make myself into a cyborg if I get the chance. I'm not even doing it for him to make his life better. Like, I'm doing it because it's funny, and because he has his own hero complex. So, if I do this for him, he'll go through the rest of his life knowing that I helped him and did something for him that he can never pay me back for. And I think that's hilarious.
That is actually incredible.
But yeah, so it's like if I could do it, I would, you know, do one of the things to fix the ocean, whether it's getting, I don't know, giant ocean skimmers to just go through everything, or I don't know what people come up with. But I don't like sit on the beach just looking out into the ocean thinking the poor sea turtles or seagulls or whatever. And people ask me, if like, what do you mean you don't care? You have to care about it. It's like, no, I don't. Caring about it is completely irrelevant.
No, you don't.
Like,
you don't know, right?
Who cares if I don't personally feel bad because everyone is on the verge of dying? The fact that I want to do something about it should be good enough. Like, I don't need a heartwarming moment with some kid who couldn't walk anymore because of, I don't know, cancer. They have no connection, but that's not the point. The point is, if I was able to help someone walk, I don't need this emotional moment where they come up to me and hug me. I prefer it if you did it. But yeah, the point is, I'm saying, like, I personally don't have any... I don't care. Like, I'm left-leaning, but I don't really care about any of it. That's where this started.
Yeah, I agree with the turtle thing. Like, people say that you have to care about stuff like that, and it's like, no. Don't at all. Like, of course I don't want to see a turtle die, as you said. I like them. They're cool animals. But, like, if they're dying and I have to use a paper straw, which, I'm not being funny, just goes against everything that makes a drink drinkable. Like, the straw gets wet and damp. It closes in.
I know what you're talking about.
Drink. It's dumb. And, like, yeah, I don't want the turtles to choke on straws. Here's an idea. Filter out the straws and stop fucking up so the turtles can live and give me my normal straws back. Because I'm not buying a fucking metal straw. No.
Alright, one.
Like £5.
Well, one, I love metal straws. But I think just because it's a metal thing that I can stab people with if the opportunity ever comes up. Also...
That's true, but then again, keys.
Also, I've never really understood straws. You know what you need to put it on? You need to put it on, like, one of the ambient noise channels.
But it's on mute.
Oh, I mean, again, I was just saying, like, those run, like, 10 hours long.
Oh, no, this is on 10 hours. I pressed the circle button like a fool.
Oh, it was your fault. Alright, never mind then.
Everything's my fault, Ramon.
Okay,
everything.
Enough. But yeah, like...
The Holocaust, me. I fell over a rock. That is how it happened.
Oh, God. If time travel is ever discovered, I am legitimately blaming everything on time travel, because I'm sure...
Oh, yeah.
I know it's their fault. I'm not sure what they did, but I know it's their fault. But anyway, what was I talking? Oh, I was about to rant about straws. I've never cared about straws. Like, there was like with milkshake. I get that people need, you know, straws for like milkshakes and stuff. But people use straws too goddamn much, in my opinion, anyway. Because it's like, why? I don't know. I guess it's just a personal thing.
That's true, but I think like when you go to like a fast food place, you have to use a straw because like the cups are like that big. Like if they had holes made for drinking, like a coffee cup, that'd work. But like if I go to say McDonald's and get a Coke, I'm gonna have to use a straw. Well, I used to have to use a straw because the straws now are dog shit. But like when I use it without the straw, the ice just comes all there and it gets me cold, and I'm like, I don't want to drink this. And it's like, I don't. Maybe that's a fault of me being so stupid that I can't drink properly. True. But, like, it's so dumb that I can go on for hours about this. I
understand
will get
that.
genuinely infuriated.
I'm not disagreeing with you again. Paper straws suck. They do. I've used them. All I'm saying is we should just come up with new straws. Like, I'm sure...
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Make straws out of turtle food. That's what we should do. 2 in 1.
I don't know if that's
You can't disagree.
stupid or not. I'm just gonna ignore that.
It's
Maybe
a lot of things are stupid.
Sure, let's go with that. I mean, it's as good as anything else. It doesn't... Oh man.
So second question, I guess.
Sure.
What's your favourite? Well, it's a sub question. The first question alters the second question. What's your favourite form of media? So like games, TV, or movies, or books, or whatever.
My favorite is right now. Most of the stuff I play is on Steam.
So games is the favourite.
God, what do I do? Well, no, actually, that's not true. I thought it was because I spend more money on the Steam sales, but again, everyone does that, and then you never play any of them, so I guess that's not true. Most of what I do is read comics and manga and stuff, so probably that. Like, yeah.
So follow up to that. I don't do the anime or the manga. That's not me. But like, what's your favorite comic then? I guess.
My favorite
superhero, I assume, is the main.
Yeah, my favorite line is DC, and my favorite
smart man.
My favorite superhero, which it depends on who I'm talking to, whether they turn against me or not, is Superman. But yeah.
Yeah. I like Batman's my personal favorite, but Superman's like second for DC. Like,
I mean, that's true.
So solid.
The problem is, well, not the problem in general. When I tell people that, because there are people on both sides that go about why they're like the best ever and why they both suck. The reason why I never get in this debate is because the people that don't like them or do like them never like them or dislike them for the same reason that I do. So.
Well, what is the reason that you like them, if you can ask?
It's like I said, it's not for like good reason. Superman himself is like selectively a terrible leader because he wants to be, and I just find that amazing.
That's true, actually. The whole Injustice thing confirms that.
Oh, no. Well,
you've read Injustice.
Yes, of course I have. But I'm not even just talking about that. Listen, Superman, and I don't know if you actively know this or if I'm just showing this to you now and you're just gonna look back on everything and realize it. Superman chooses to suck as much as he does at any given time.
Yeah, that's true, yeah, because he could easily wipe out Lex like that, and he doesn't.
Okay, and you're right, which is also still part of it, but that's still not even the worst part. Superman, Kal-El, is a Kryptonian and the son of the two smartest people on Krypton. So, why does he need the smartest human on Earth to figure everything out?
That's true.
Exactly. That's totally true. He can literally speak every language on this planet and off this planet. And yet, when he's with the Justice League and the slightest inconvenience shows up. So what do we do?
You all just look at him and go, Clark, what do you mean? What do we do? You don't need us.
And it's
Like,
amazing.
he doesn't. He's faster than the Flash. He's faster than the Flash, and that's not even his main thing. Batman's, as much as I love him, he's just a guy who can do stuff. Wonder Woman's basically just, girl Superman at this point. Green Lantern just makes lawnmowers, I guess. I don't know. Martian Manhunter, he's weak to fire. That's dumb. And Aquaman's Aquaman. He's a dolphin. There's no difference between the two.
Dolphin,
Like,
that's a little unfair.
there isn't though. Like, he has to go like that to talk. Like, I don't know. You are right.
Exactly.
Well, here's a question. Yeah, here's a question about Superman.
Okay.
They recently announced that they're making a new Superman film
Yes.
with a black actor as Superman.
Yes.
But I don't know. I'm not a big comic reader. I'm just a big I read some of them. Like, I've read The Killing Joke and stuff, and Injustice and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, there is a black Superman comics, right? Like, I forget his name, but that does exist.
There were two. Well, there were probably technically more, but there were two that count, matter, whatever you wanna. So the first one is from Earth 2, which is an alternate Earth that has been blown up, so it actually doesn't matter anymore. But so he was on Krypton. He's just like a Kryptonian who was on Krypton and escaped with Clark, and he was on Earth. He's an agoraphobic. He was in a room. It doesn't really matter. And the second one is the President of the United States, who was given his powers by Superman before, I don't know, he died for some reason, which escapes me.
Again.
Right. So yes, there is the one from Earth 2 who doesn't exist, and the one who was essentially based off of Barack Obama, because that's almost exactly what he looks like, and it's hilarious.
Barack Obama Superman is something I need now. That's something I need.
But yeah, so those are the two.
I think it was the Earth 2 one. I think it was, yeah. But go on, sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, those are the two. Now, they haven't said anything, because the way that they released the story, it was just, I guess, alluded to, that they were just going to make, well, not Clark Kent, they were going to make Kal-El black, and then subsequently, Clark Kent would be black, and that's what...
So you've seen the story, you know what I'm about?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, good. I was going to ask, what's your thoughts on all that stuff, media being tampered with and stuff, I think it's fucking stupid.
Well, it is.
It's just straight up.
Because essentially, the divide comes in, there were I guess, 4 points that people are separated on. There are the actual racists, which are just upset that they're making Superman black, period. Those people automatically have nothing to do with this because, well, if you're trying to be racist about Superman, he has nothing, Superman won't have anything to do with you, but whatever. Then there were the people that are specifically upset that they're making Clark Kent the black Superman, as opposed to using one of the two of them, or even just making him, a different Kryptonian.
Yeah.
And then there were the people...
I think it's Oh, sorry. Continue.
Oh, I was just,
Please finish what you were saying.
My bad. And then, the other two are just, random offshoots of those, I guess, which are, people who want, who would rather it actually be one of those two, because they like their stories. And finally, there were just, the few people that want, Henry Cavill to still play Superman.
I guess, for me, I'm in the camp of they shouldn't make it Clark Kent black, because there is a black character there. My favorite superhero film of all time is Spider-Verse, and if they made the main character Peter, but he looks like Miles, it's just Peter Parker. It's like, why didn't you just make him Miles? You get what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Like, I think, I don't think that they should even make a new character Superman at this point. I think we need a new Superman movie with Clark, like the classics. You know what I mean? It's like making a Batman Beyond film now before the new Batman movie. It's like, just stick with what you got, you know what I mean? We haven't had one in a while. Because the Zack Snyder ones, in my opinion, suck dick.
Oh,
they
were awful.
I think you just keep...
Yeah, they were.
And
And
not Superman for me. I think you just keep...
yeah, again, I agree with you. Like, because again, like, so, you know, when you have, like, a favorite superhero, because you have favorite superheroes and you have favorite characters, like, just because you like the hero doesn't mean you have to like who, like, I guess their alternate identity. I actually do like Clark Kent. So that's why, again, because I agree with you, I would rather if they keep him as Superman and just choose... Because, like, if they wanted to make a Steel movie, like, a good Steel movie, then that would be good, too. As opposed to, well, trying to make Clark Kent black, but...
It's like... I think it, like, not just to go off the Superman example for a bit, it's like, I'm a big animation fan. That's like my main thing, animation. And Looney Tunes is my favourite property.
Okay.
Like, out of animation. And Space Jam 2 is coming out. Like, I don't know if you're aware.
Yeah.
Really excited for it. And they obviously cut Pepe Le Pew because he's apparently, you know, a sexual predator.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Like, he's not. Yeah, it's like... he's a fucking skunk. Like, I can get the perspective, but the perspective is wrong. And I think these companies, in my opinion, like, fucking hell, they're both Warner Brothers, a company that I really like, for the most part anyway, are trying to appeal to a certain, like, type of people in terms of, like, we want this, we want that, for more diversity. But I think the diversity is a problem. Like, let's be honest, it is. But I think when you're trying to get rid of stuff and replacing it without making that much change, and just, like, the Pepe Le Pew example, just getting rid of it altogether, it's like, you're making stupid changes when you could make smart changes. Like, the Pepe Le Pew example, the scene that was cut was Pepe Le Pew trying to, like, you know, get on, well, I'm trying to think of a more better term than get on. Trying to woo a woman in Casablanca. And then LeBron James. I fucking love how stupid Space Jam is. But LeBron James will come in and go, "Hey, Pepe, that's bad. Stop doing it." And he's like, "Why?" And then, like, LeBron says, "This is wrong. Society," Joker moments, shoots him in the head, whatever. And then Pepe stops, and it would help the character, like, permanently.
Right.
And the fact that they cut that out limits the chance that you can use Pepe Le Pew again. And it's dumb. For the Superman example, it's making Clark Kent black, which, when you've got a black character there, just use that, it would make more sense, because you can make more. Look at Miles Morales, for example.
Yeah.
Miles Morales has shot up in popularity completely since Spider-Verse, because he's got more of a public attention. People already know Peter Parker. Now people can go, my favourite Spider-Man is Peter Parker, Miles Morales, or Gwen Stacy, because that's more, you know, not identifiable, but it's more publicly known that they exist. If someone went, my favourite Superman is Clark Kent, it doesn't really differentiate it, you know what I mean?
Yes, and that's
it's
true.
Like,
Yeah, I mean...
Media's weird.
That's true.
But, God, sorry.
Oh, I was just talking to myself. I hadn't... Because, I was thinking, while you were talking about that, I was thinking about, because the same thing... Because in Marvel, also, at the same time that was happening, was the, I don't know what event they called it, because I don't read Marvel as much. But that's when the, when Iron Man switched over. Because, you know, I don't know if you do know, Tony Stark, like, had to put himself into like recovery, for his drinking and whatever. But instead of just going to recovery, he put himself in a box to like let all of the alcohol and whatever purge from his body. So he hired an intern to be the new Iron Man, and that's this girl named Riri Williams, who made her own Iron Man outfit like beforehand, and when she was like 15, and Tony said, "I like you. You're gonna be the new Iron Man," and then he left, and that pissed everybody off. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people.
I think that's because, though, Marvel hasn't, like, pushed other people being that identity at that point, anyway. Like, now Falcon.
And you're right, because that is what happened. Because the only reason why I remember Riri specifically is because somebody else brought up the same comparison. Because, Miles was in the Ultimate Comics first. He was in the Ultimate Comics, and then he took over Spider-Man. He was there. And then they decided to bring him over here. So people knew both and knew they were both at the same time. And then, that's what happened, as opposed to this character being the reason why Tony Stark is gone. So, yes, that's what I was thinking of.
I think the whole superhero thing has just blew up to such a degree that it's hard to try and keep everyone happy.
Oh, it's impossible to keep everyone happy.
There's so many, oh yeah, that's everything. I'm a Sonic the Hedgehog and a Star Wars fan.
Oh,
I can't be happy.
Keeping happy is impossible on its own, yes. But, specifically superheroes, because originally, because this has only been a thing. These people are still alive. Comics haven't even been a thing, just that long. The people who bought them, because, I don't know how old any of these people are. But, these people are, 70 years old. These people are still alive when comics, relatively first started to pick up. And again, it was just, their own thing, because, mainstream didn't care about comic books. And now they're making actual full-blown movies with them, and they have to change stuff to make it so that everyone can go see them, and I just stepped on a landmine.
I don't think the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is to blame for this boom. Because I could argue films like The Dark Knight, and even the original Spider-Man, hell, even the original Superman or Batman movies pushed comics. But I think ever since the original Avengers, it boomed.
Oh.
And
well, no, I mean, you're right, but that's true. The actual first one there were two movies, realistically speaking, with Blade and X-Men. Those were the two that, really started this, because originally there were the Superman movies, there were the 3 Superman movies, which again everyone liked, but it was Superman, so you kind of just wrote that off.
Yeah. The first one's still one of the best.
Yeah, and then again there was Batman,
superhero movie.
But Batman was Batman, and then they killed Batman in the last 2, and that was it. They made superhero movies after that, but it was little stuff. Well, not little stuff.
Spawn.
Exactly like Spawn. Yes, like Spawn. Oh my
Spawn's cool.
Spawn. God, they fucked up that movie. I didn't even read Spawn, and I knew they fucked up that movie. But anyway,
when did Watchmen come out? When did the Watchmen movie come out? Because was that part of that? Little blip?
I think it was.
They're making a new one.
I don't know when it came out, though.
Because they fucked up that one as well.
They did, yes.
Watchmen's great.
They fucked up that one. They also fucked up The Spirit.
I didn't see that.
don't. It's they made Fantastic Four. Those two were awful, and then they
Two?
tried again,
Maybe two of them, yeah.
and that was awful.
And it was even worse.
And then they made
I
Spider-Man.
hope the new one's good. I like the Fantastic.
Everyone wants the new one to be good, because yeah, they deserve a good movie. Like, regardless of whether people like the four.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I just feel bad for them now.
I feel like they've kind of done it too late. It's because of the Fox deal, obviously, but if the Fantastic Four were in the Infinity Saga, it would have been so much cooler. Like, yeah, it feels like the Fantastic Four fit with, like, another group. The X-Men you can kind of leave out because they're that big.
Yeah.
But the Fantastic Four, like, makes sense to have
They
them.
would actually have been
Plus,
part of
Doctor
this.
Doom is, like, the best.
That's true.
Okay.
They would have been a part
Yeah,
of
yeah.
this whole thing. That's true. But you know, it's just like one of those things. But yeah, yeah. So like the ones that really picked this up was Spider-Man and Blade, and then yes, it kind of just kept going from there. And then right, we got to Avengers, and well, here we are.
Yeah, just waiting. Are you gonna watch like the new MCU films? Because now, like, besides the franchises that already exist in the MCU, like Guardians and Thor and Doctor Strange, I don't care about like Shang-Chi and the Eternals. Even Black Widow, I don't care about. Like, I'm not gonna watch them.
Listen, like I said, I always like DC more. Like,
Yeah.
this is how much my comparison is for DC versus Marvel. While the Marvel movies are like infinitely better than the Justice League movie, I still technically like the DC movies because I like the characters in DC more. That's why I like DC.
Yeah, I like the flaws. Like, Batman again is my favorite.
Yeah.
The flaws of Bruce Wayne, brilliant, and they're just more compelling.
I would rather suffer through watching Justice League than enjoy watching Infinity War. Like, and that's like a true statement.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the animated movies of DC are so, like, they make up for it though, because they're so good. Like, Under the Red Hood.
Absolutely.
Flames, so good.
But like my original point I was trying to make, I completely forgot. My point is, the only reason why I went through this series was because I knew it was about Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet. Like, I don't care about like a lot of the storylines in Marvel, but I liked Thanos, which they also fucked up because I liked crazy Thanos that just wanted to kill everything so he could fuck death.
Yeah, that I love that, and Deadpool still manages to get in the way.
Yeah, making this new one about some crazy guy who doesn't understand conservation of materials versus actual life is just sucks. Like, I like the fight scene at the end, but like, I hate this Thanos so much.
I think the performance was brilliant.
Oh, it absolutely was. I'm not gonna like him as Thanos was good, but I'm just saying, like, I hated this Thanos.
Yeah,
I hated Thanos specifically, not as opposed to like anything to do with the character. But you know.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, as knowing what Thanos was before,
yeah,
I hate the take. It's like how for me specifically, I hated Zack Snyder's run. Well, not that run. Portrayal of Batman and the Flash specifically.
Oh, yes.
But I think Ben Affleck was a good choice. But Ezra Miller was a terrible choice in my opinion.
Yeah.
No. Like, Barry Allen, he's not a twink. He's not.
He's also never... This just pissed me off personally. They never cast a blonde person to be Barry.
Yeah. Not even blonde. Ginger makes sense as well. I could have been Barry Allen.
Yes, exactly.
But, zooming. But yeah, the Flash is. I never seen the Flash as like this guy who's supposed to be like the sidekick in a way to the Justice League when he's still a substantial hero.
Well, that's because
That
they
is
made
just
him.
a quip. He just likes to make. He's like Nightwing.
Well, they made him Wally,
Yeah,
and
but still, Wally likes to quip.
well, that's true. But yeah, I don't know. It's there were so many issues with that movie. But you know.
Oh yeah. I'm happy they're just wiping it away. Like, I understand why people go restore this Snyderverse.
Oh my god, I
The
hated
guy
that
didn't
so
have a
much.
clue of how to handle these characters.
It wasn't.
It's still going on.
It wasn't.
DC, have you
good.
like? Go on.
Oh, I'm just saying it
Oh,
wasn't
no, it
that
wasn't.
good. Yeah.
Oh no, it wasn't at all. Like the whole DC fan. Like, do you use Twitter at all?
No. I mean, I have Twitter, but
Smart move. Because you won't believe what's been a new thing. You know the way people are trying to like, oh, this is old and people don't like it. I'm gonna say it's underrated and misunderstood. You know that stuff
Yeah.
that they do. You will not believe what people are trying. The films that people are trying to say were misunderstood. Now, I want you to guess. It's a DC film. Well, guess.
God, I don't. DC films that are supposedly. I have no. I can't even. I have no idea. Supergirl.
No, that's a masterpiece. Supergirl is a masterpiece. But the Schumacher Batman movies, people are trying to say they are underrated and misunderstood. They are awful. They are some of the worst superhero movies ever made.
And
Like,
yes.
this whole age of people trying to say this is, they're dumb. They're so bad. Like. Oh god. I don't blame Joel Schumacher for them.
Right.
No, he apologised for Batman and Robin. He apologised. But people are just trying to say this is this and like trying to redeem stuff when it doesn't need redeeming. Like, if something's bad, it's bad. You can I like the movie Venom. It's a bad movie, but I like it.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
it's fun. It's fun. God. Yeah, that superheroes are fun, aren't they?
Oh man.
I guess a question I have. What's your favorite game? I guess what game do you play the most? Video game.
Game on. So, I was talking about this before, and I realized it now. I guess my favorite game originally was on Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And
Great game.
I
I
know that because
I own it.
I've owned it 3 separate times. It was
I own only the original. I don't have Ann Knuckles yet. I need that.
Oh, okay. Because I got the original cartridge, Sonic and Knuckles in 3, but I got the cartridge when it came out, and then like later, I bought the Sonic collection for the computer, which had Sonic and Knuckles 3, Sonic CD, and Sonic Racers. And well, not recently, it was a while ago now. I went to one of those websites that don't exist where you can play any old cartridge game.
The one on the Hush Hush.
Yeah, exactly. And like each time, I've played through like the entire thing as like all 3 of them, and gotten like the ultimate, the super crystals.
Hyper.
Yeah, hyper, whatever they're called.
Super Emeralds, Hyper Sonic.
So yeah, it's like probably like my favorite actual game. My favorite current game is Persona 5.
I've not played that, but I want to because I want to play every game, well, every series that's in Smash Ultimate.
Mm.
And Persona's in Smash.
Listen.
Yeah. Plus, I've heard it's good.
This game came out twice. The first time, it was just, well, it was a normal game. And then a couple of years later, which 2 years ago now, I think,
No, it was last year, wasn't it?
No, that's a different one. Before that, there was another game, which was an extended version, which I also played through twice. Because I played through the first time 3 times. I played through it the second time twice. And then, this game that came out, which was like a Dynasty Warriors type game, with the same characters.
Yeah.
That's the one that came out last year. That I played like 3 times. So, yeah.
The music in Persona slaps.
Mm-hmm.
Really good music.
Yeah.
Would you say you're a big RPG guy?
No, I can't say that because some of the RPGs that exist in this world are like designed for people like that, and I can't play any of those because like there are RPGs.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like the extent of my RPG playing is like every other Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
Like
I still need to play Final Fantasy.
Yeah, like I've only played like
I've had this.
a couple of them.
Well, not even every Final Fantasy is an RPG. Isn't 14 an MMO?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I've had this weird thing because I've always knew about Final Fantasy, obviously, but I've always had like this thing that like, oh, I'll always start like if I ever play Final Fantasy, which I want to, I'll have to play 7 first because it's the most iconic one and it's considered like the best game of all time.
Right.
So it's like makes sense to start there. And even though I put the original on Switch and get part 1 of a remake on PS4, it's like I don't know what to do. It's like I have intention to play it.
Sure.
But then again, I don't think I will. I'm just catching up on my backlog, honestly. Like I got God of War recently, and I've still not started that. I want to play that though because apparently it's really good. Do you have any hope? Well, E3's coming up, the game show thing where they show off all the new games.
Yeah.
Do you have any hopes for that? Like any specific game you want to announce?
I don't really watch E3 thinking about what I want to be like announced. Like, I'm sure like sometimes there are some games that I look forward to, but that's like only sometimes. Like Persona. That was when that was announced, I was always just keeping an eye out for that. But like, Soul Calibur, because like there were only like a couple of game franchises that I play like continuously, like Soul Calibur, Street Fighter.
I'd love a Street Fighter 6. I'd love a new one.
I can't think of it. I can't think of any right now. Pokemon.
Are you going to get the Gen 4 remakes?
Yes.
For Pokemon. So am I. Come on.
So yeah, I'm sure there's stuff that I am looking forward to that I just can't think of right now that I did want to see, but I'll be reminded if they show up.
I get what you mean. Well, if you're getting the Gen 4 remakes, I assume you have a Switch, right?
Yes.
Okay. You have a PC, as you said. Do you have an Xbox or a PlayStation?
I have a PlayStation 4.
Ah, okay. Do you play your PC the most, though, I assume, because that's what most people with PCs do.
Yes, I play my PC the most, and then my PlayStation. And I have actually not played my Switch, because I only got it so I could put my Pokemon on there, because there was an event Pokemon that I wanted. So, literally since that day, I have not played my Switch.
I don't even have Sword and Shield. I have not touched my Switch in a while,
Hmm.
honestly. But I've not even got Sword and Shield because it didn't even look that good to me.
Oh, it
I'm
didn't?
a Pokemon fan, but I'm not like, oh, I have to get every game.
Right.
It looked awful. But, you should get Smash. I'll play you at Smash, Ramon.
I want to get Smash, but I mean, there is no but. I just
It's a
want
good
to.
game.
I haven't yet.
Really good game. Really good game. Very Awasuki
Hmm.
in a way. But well, Persona's in it for one. There you go. There's a reason.
I mean, that's
The
true.
DLC's still not finished.
Yeah.
I hope we get a new character in that. Well, I said this before we were recording. You like the DuckTales show, right?
Yeah.
The 2017 one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other? Do you like any other cartoons or shows or whatever?
Oh, I will watch.
I know you watch anime.
Yeah.
You watch anime, but like, I don't do that stuff, unfortunately. Like, I watched Castlevania. That was okay. Pretty good.
Yeah, I watch a bunch of. I watch cartoons. Like I'll watch anything. I got stuck watching Paw Patrol one time, and
Great show.
I'm addicted.
Unironically good.
Listen, I'm not saying that the show isn't good. I'm saying is that I'm pretty sure Ryder owns like most of that town.
I'm pretty sure Rubble has destroyed a quarter of it. Like, it's so stupid.
But yeah, like
It's so weird. I like well, a comparison to that, like a show that's meant for young kids, that I genuinely enjoy watching, is, do you know what Bluey is? The Australian show.
oh, I know. I've heard about it before. I don't think I've ever watched it.
Genuinely addicted me. Like, I watched all of it in like a day.
Hmm.
It's like, it's made for like 2-year-olds, but it's seriously so good, so charming. Like, every time I watch it, I feel like, why? But I can't help but enjoy it.
Sure.
I don't know.
But yeah, like I'll
I'm going.
because like the stuff that I watch ranges like to like everything. Because I watch anime, sure, but like I've also been watching like cartoons that come on like every channel, like as much as I can. Like I've watched like again like I said, I watch Looney Tunes, I watch Disney, I've been rewatching Tiny Toons.
I need, because it never aired over here, and you guys are lucky because you have. Well, I don't know if you specifically had it, but you have HBO Max. Americans have it, and we don't. So they don't even put like a lot of it on over here on like different services. Like close
man.
enough. Like the guy made the show by. That was made by J.G. Quintel, the guy who made Regular Show.
Yeah.
That was put on Netflix over here.
Oh.
Netflix exclusive. But like Looney Tunes cartoons and isn't over here. It's so dumb. It's like, I want to watch it. I want to support it. I could get a VPN, and I could watch it like, on the Hush Hush.
Yeah.
And I have watched it on the Hush Hush because of no alternative.
Sure.
Like put it over here, and I could actually give money to watch it on the TV. I'd do that. I have no problem with that. Like, sorry to keep going on. But similar to Tiny Toons, I'm a massive Animaniacs fan. Like, I don't know if you could see them.
Yeah.
Right there. I paid. I don't want to say how much money I paid. Their bath bottles, and they got them sent over because they look like statues.
Oh.
People will constantly belittle me for it.
Okay. It's like this entire conversation. I saw those. Like, what the hell are those? I've never seen those. I know what the bath bottles are. I didn't know that that's what those were. I remember those.
Yeah, look, it's Yakko.
Yeah, it's like
comes from the waist. Got Wacko and Dot in there as well. Fucking.
Okay, I see.
It's just, that's like my Looney Tunes and Animaniacs shelf.
Hmm.
But like, I paid a lot of money to get them. I even got the Animaniacs complete box set down there.
Okay.
I can't watch it on my TV because region codes.
Oh, that's
But,
right.
I have to buy a US DVD.
Right.
Yeah. So I need to get a region DVD player, but it ties back into Tiny Toons now. I want to get the Tiny Toons DVDs as well, but they're really rare. So I think once I get them, or the Pinky and the Brain DVDs, I'll buy the DVD player. But continue. Tiny Toons, you've been rewatching. Anything else?
So I've been like on like this hunt of like finding like old cartoons. Not because because again I watch like current cartoons too, but again I can find those because those are like on like the actual channel of whoever made them.
Yeah.
But I have to find like the old ones like Garfield. Like Garfield had a cartoon, so I had to find that.
The old Garfield cartoon.
Yeah.
Like from the 80s.
Yeah.
That's on YouTube for free.
Technically.
No, officially as well. Officially, it is
not
uploaded.
Officially. I have no maybe it is. I have no idea. Listen.
It is. Garfield and Friends is uploaded officially, like Garfield show.
I'm sure technically not everything. Because stuff is so hard to find. Some of it. Freakazoid.
Good show. Really good show.
That's hard to find too.
It's.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Adult Swim. That's really hard to find. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. That's insanely hard to find. Well, on DVD anyway.
That's
On the
true.
Hush Hush, it's quite easy. Black Show is quite hard.
Not most of. A lot of the original stuff that they made before it was called Adult Swim, the stuff that the people like William Street Studio, I guess it was called back then.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff that they made back
Still
then.
is, isn't it?
Well, it is. I mean, it hasn't changed, but now they just go by Adult Swim, so.
Yeah.
But before that happened, a lot of that stuff is hard to find.
Well, the Adult Swim show that I love the most probably is Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and they release some DVDs. Not even all the DVDs are available, period. But they only release some of them.
That's so weird.
Here, of the some that were released, they only released. I know, and I've got season 1, 2, 3, 5, and the movie. Season 4 is incredibly rare in general, and 5 is quite common. It's so dumb. Great show though. Love that show.
Yeah.
Adult Swim's great. What would you say your favorite Adult Swim show is?
My favorite Adult Swim show would probably be the Venture Brothers.
They're making a movie.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they announced recently they're making 3 new movies. Well, they've been greenlit anyway. Venture Bros movie because, they cancelled it before the last season, so
yeah.
Hopefully that ties stuff up. A new Aqua Teen movie, which I was ecstatic for because, again, love that show.
Sure.
Metalopocalypse.
Because they also cancelled that.
I've never watched Venture Bros.
Oh, you never watched Metalopocalypse?
I didn't know that. I didn't know the concept. Neither Venture Bros either.
Oh, okay. So, the Venture Brothers, I don't know if you've ever just seen clips of it, is essentially
I've seen some.
Yeah, so it's a parody of Johnny Quest. And
yeah.
It's just I can't even say that it's well, I think it's good obviously, but I just more like the story in of itself. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch the movie. I'm also gonna look up the story after. So yeah.
I'll send you it. I'll send you it once we're done on
Oh,
here.
that works. Thanks.
Because it was only. I think it was only. Yeah, no worries. But yeah, Adult Swim's got some good stuff.
Yeah.
I like classic Adult Swim a lot more personally because it was more satirical in a way and more what's the word, self-deprecant.
Oh, yeah.
Now, like I like Rick and Morty. I think it went downhill, but now it's at a steady middle ground again. And Tucker and Bertie, which I never really liked, even though I love BoJack Horseman. Like they're just adult cartoons, and I liked when Adult Swim was just weird, like Space Coast Coast to Coast.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's
a genius idea. Like they used old animation cell. And like Harvey Birdman. Like, they made a Birdman spin-off with Bird Girl, and I liked it. A lot of people don't. I thought it was okay.
I liked
stuff
it.
like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. It was well, they've just announced. Do you know who Psycho Pebbles is?
Who?
The animator on YouTube, Psycho Pebbles.
No.
You ever seen the video Get Out My Car, where it's the guy just screaming at the girl, like the Uber driver screaming at the girl to get out the car?
Oh.
And she doesn't. She's just being extremely rude.
I think so.
It's a brilliant. Well, yeah. Well, they made the pilot for Adult Swim not long ago called Smiling Friends. Brilliant. So good. Hilarious. And but like the last year, people have been hammering at Adult Swim. Make this a show. This is perfect. Make this a show.
Oh,
and
man.
In the exact same time, I think it was like a Warner press day or some shit. I don't know. And they announced the movies that were being made, and they announced Smiling Friends was coming back, and like that gave me like a bit of hope in a way for Adult Swim becoming a bit more weird for the sake of being weird, rather than Rick and Morty. Again, I think the show's good. Being like, whoa, portals, that's weird, huh, guys? Hey, Morty, say the fuck. Fuck! Like, shit like that. Like, I think Adult Swim lost its identity a bit, but it's still good. Still good. Still good.
Yeah.
Again, I think, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you
Warner
are
Brothers
right.
got bought out recently, actually. Did you see that?
Did I see what?
Continue what I was saying. It can wait. It's
I was just going to say that you're right, because I remember, while you were talking about it being weird, I remember Super Jail, which I also really liked.
I've heard of it, not seen it, though.
Oh. It's like, whenever you get a chance, you just look up Super Jail. It's essentially, how do people describe it? Shit. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but it's a jail. That's.
So is it like Aqua Teen, where it's the whole joke of the show? It makes no sense in a way.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, unlike Aqua Teen Hunger Force, which is just they're hanging out in a house, and then we have a giant floodlight, and a Mothman won't leave. There's a plot to every episode. That's what I can say. Like, I can't say if it'll make sense, but it has a beginning, middle, and an end.
Yeah, it won't just end with Master Shake being blown up.
Exactly.
Like,
It doesn't end with one of them dying or something exploding and then going to the ending rap song. Right, exactly.
It's that shows it. That I want to look up Super Jail, but that Aqua Teen's it's a riot. I'm making a video on it because I haven't made a video. I haven't been able to make a video until because I have an old Mac and that just died on me. But I recently got this new Mac what I'm speaking to you on.
Okay.
And I'm currently trying to get this Aqua Teen video out to be like, hey, yeah. And I have to rewatch it for all that stuff, and it's hilarious. But in the later seasons, because I was looking up interviews as well for like facts and stuff, And they in later seasons they just changed the name and the intro to the show
Yeah.
just because they thought it was funny.
Yeah, yeah.
And like the intros were like just insanely just amazing. Like Aqua TV Patrol, Aqua Team Patrol Squad.
Yeah,
1.
yeah. Yeah.
Like it's like the intro's like this insane detective show.
The one that opens
it's
up
the
like
exact same show.
like a cop drama, and
yeah, that's
calls
it.
the chief. Yeah. Then there's the one that opens up like at the old western, like as an old western.
That was Aqua TV, you know. It was literally. It had whatever at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was supposed to be like a sloppy one. That was good. Aqua TV show was like the jazz one. That one was good.
Yes. Yep. But yeah, like you said, when they announced it originally, I thought like, did they rebrand their show? And then it came on, and no, it was the exact same show. So they just did this for the gag, and that's what it was. It was like, oh, that makes it even better. And moved on.
It does.
But
The
yeah.
best one was the last one. The last one was because they knew they were getting cancelled on the last season.
That's true, they did, and they never shut up
the
about
whole
it.
Moon and Night.
Uh,
Yeah. And they called the last one Aqua Team Forever.
yes, they
Right.
did.
But in the theme song, they say Aqua Team never gonna be cancelled. It's like, okay, like they were trying to go, hey guys, we're not getting cancelled, don't worry. But they knew they were, just as a lie.
Yeah.
And they're just somehow back in a movie, which I can't wait for because that first movie's incredible.
That first movie
that,
was
that
like,
show is
that
incredible.
first movie was
I just love
iconic.
Shake.
It was like, I liked it. That was iconic.
I watched it while high the first time. I all I remember is Oglethorpe and the robotic what's his name, cybernetic ghost of Christmas future from the past.
Yeah.
You know that guy. I just remember those two just being weirdly just like kissing a lot of the time, and then Dr. Weird in a condo. That's all I remember. I've not watched it since. I need to watch it again to actually understand it, but it's Aqua Teen. I probably won't.
I mean, that's true. Like, a lot of stuff happens in that movie, but like always, none of it like actually means anything, but it still happened, so you know, it takes like there's nothing to take away from it, but
Yeah.
so much.
Well, the whole... You know about the Moon Knight Boston thing, right?
Of course I know. I live here. Of course I know about it. That literally almost got that city destroyed. And now it's the funniest thing ever. But when it happened, they almost got everyone on that block raided by the police. But yes.
See, that honestly the best thing, period. It really is.
Yeah.
Did you see the episode that they tried to make, well, they did make, get pulled where fucking... where, what's it, Ignat, the Green Moon Knight, is dressed like Bin Laden. And it's just parried in the whole Boston event. It's incredible.
I think I might have, but again, like, we only would have seen it like that one time, and I don't have the DVD, so I think I would have only seen it like that once.
They cut it from the DVD.
Oh, okay.
It was never aired.
Oh,
It was never aired. It was
Then no. Now I have to go.
someone leaked it online.
Now I have to go find it. Thanks,
I'll try and send you it.
because I love stuff like that.
Ted Turner.
Like,
So do I.
like that the episode
Ted
of
Turner.
Dexter. Oh,
Well, they aired that, didn't they? They aired the one of Dexter where they swear, but they still bleeped it out.
they did. But that's what I'm saying. I had to go look for that specifically, which was annoying.
It was good. It wasn't even that good, in my opinion. It was just the concept was funny. The
Yeah.
fact that it existed was funny. The episode wasn't.
No, I mean, it wasn't.
I don't know. I've never really been a big fan of Dexter. Like, I love classic Cartoon Network as well, but Dexter, I was like, okay. Like, it's okay. I prefer Johnny Bravo.
I mean, again, I
And
watched,
then, even then, you got Ed, Edd and Eddy.
yeah, again, I watched, like, all of them, so I can't really say which one was better or worse. I know Cow and Chicken damaged my brain, though.
I prefer I Am Weasel.
Oh my god.
I prefer that. Cow and Chicken's great, but I Am Weasel's preferred. It's like, whatever that monkey does, he will get fucked over, and it's incredible. Like, he doesn't mean no harm a lot of the time. Like, he's just trying to live his life, and this weasel, supposed to be like this national treasure, comes
Yeah.
along and just goes, no. Just fucks his life. It's so mean-spirited. Then the devil is something else. Like, the only thing to carry over from both shows was the devil.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't even really
Cartoon
have,
Network was wild.
like, a point in that show. Like, he did the same thing, but it wasn't even about him, so it was really weird that he was there.
Yeah, it's like, he'd just sometimes be there as a cameo, but it was every episode in a way, so it didn't feel like a cameo, it felt like you post. It was weird.
Yeah,
God.
it was. Oh, man.
I miss weird stuff, like, I do, like, you compare Cartoon Network to, like, Nickelodeon, it trumps it out the water. I hate that whole argument of which was better for your childhood. It's like, if you look at it, Nickelodeon had, like, 3 good cartoons. One of them's SpongeBob, which needs to die now because it's getting too much. It's like The Simpsons in a way. Not Cow and Chicken. Cat Dog was good. I like Cat Dog because that was weird. And Hey Arnold was good. I liked Hey Arnold. Rugrats sucked. Hate Rugrats.
So, SpongeBob, I mean, you're right, SpongeBob does need to end, but it actually does, because all the people that vote for SpongeBob are gone, and, well, Steve died.
Steven died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes. Like, now, they're just stuck writing, again, the same thing for The Simpsons, writing a show that no one actually knows how to write, and just coasting off of it exists.
The name. Yeah, the name of it.
Yeah.
Like, everyone knows The Simpsons, no one likes it, though, nowadays.
Oh my god. And, again, I watch Rugrats, but, I mean, it's not like, it wasn't a funny show, it's just like...
Babies? That's all it was?
Yeah, it was watching babies,
Babies?
it was watching neglectful parents, and the stuff that their babies did.
The only part of Rugrats I enjoy is, you know, Drew Pickles, not the one with the purple hair, his brother, Angelica's dad.
Yeah.
He's the best part of that show. There's one where he's helping Stu, the one with the purple hair's taxes, and Stu's just like this slob. He doesn't keep nothing.
Yeah,
And
I know
he happens to keep a box of fries. Yeah, and he just screams.
Yeah. Now, you know a terrible show that was
He's on the
Nickelodeon.
phone. Oh, sorry, his wife was always cheating on him because she was on the phone.
Oh!
But what? Go on. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, you know, an actual terrible show on Nickelodeon was Doug.
Oh, yeah, Doug sucked.
Yeah.
Skeeter was just. Did you ever watch the movie?
Yes.
The title of that movie is great.
Yeah.
Doug's first movie. They were getting another one.
And the thing about Doug, which I found fascinating, is that even though Doug was one of the most boring shows ever, when it moved to Disney, they made it infinitely worse by trying to force feed a bunch of morals into it.
Yeah, That's right. God,
So,
it's so dumb. I hate Doug so much. It's a really bad show.
yeah.
Like, it's boring.
But,
The only good part I like about Doug is the bully. And that's it. Because he carried a cat round
Roger,
like
yeah.
he was threatening. It's like, you're carrying a cat? Yeah. He's like, hey, Doug, funny. Let me beat you up. And then Skeeter's like, no!
yeah.
Fuck, who calls the kid Patty Mayonnaise? Well, that's torture.
Like, all their names were awful. That's like the one reason why I did like the show, though. Their names were awful. All of them. They all had awful names.
Who calls the dog Pork Chop?
That's the only name that I can that I actively respect. You named your dog Pork, like
Doug was clearly going through some stuff. He wanted to be a superhero and called his dog Pork Chop. He wanted to kill many. Roger pushed him over the line.
But
I don't know why Disney bought that. Still weird.
I have no idea. I legitimately don't know. It was weird.
Well, Disney have got some good shows as well.
I mean, they do. They have shows that were better than Doug that came on in the same thing. That's why I don't know why they bought Doug.
Nickelodeon had better shows than Doug. Rugrats, as much as I hate the two twins, I want to break their backs. It's better than Doug. Like, it is.
I mean, you're right, but what did they do?
I hate their faces. You know, like Bane, how Bane breaks Batman's back? I want to do it to one of them. I have this image in my head whenever I think of Rugrats. Not Angelica, that makes sense.
Mm.
No, those two piss me off.
Alright, fair enough.
It's like, I hate
I don't really think you've done a thing. Like, two of the shows that I did like from Nickelodeon were Ariel Monsters and Rocco.
I watched the Rocco special. That was good. I never watched anything else from Rocco.
Oh, okay.
And Ariel Monsters barely on over here.
Okay.
But it looks like Tim Burton's wet dream.
Yes,
really,
it does.
and I like that. Tim Burton's cool.
Yeah.
And Invader Zim was good.
Oh, I love Invader Zim. Like,
That guy's great.
yeah.
You watched the movie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant. They need to bring that back properly. Like, they've been talking about it for years, but they never did. They chose to bring Rugrats and iCarly back, but not Invader Zim. Like, I liked iCarly. I thought it was a funny show.
Oh my god.
Like, it definitely in today's more ironic age. And Rugrats, you know I don't like them babies. But, like, they both should have stayed dead.
I don't know why
God,
they
Nickelodeon
brought Rugrats back. Like, iCarly I get. Like you said, like, that was, like, the obvious thing to do. Well, not obvious, but that was a thing to do. I don't know why they brought Rugrats back.
See, I'm the reverse. I understand why they brought Rugrats back, because it made so much money. But iCarly, I don't.
I mean,
the show was good enough. Keep it dead.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It did make a lot of money again. They had, like, 3 movies.
It's too much money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rugrats in Paris. So dumb.
Gosh.
What Cat Dog? Cat Dog I like though. Cat Dog was a good one. It was a good one. Did Nickelodeon have any other the Ninja Turtles cartoon they did was good. The 2012 one. Rise is apparently Rise has got really good animation. I didn't get into it.
I like both of them. So like everything, the moment they announced Rise and it was slightly different, everyone got their pitchforks and torches ready.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being good, but that was already too late, so it got cancelled, and now everyone's upset. But
to get the movie.
Oh, okay.
On Netflix, apparently. No one knows what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Because they're getting like an actual movie too. Like, I think.
By Seth Rogen.
Yeah. It's like, God knows what he's thinking of. But,
Are you ready to hear James Franco as Raphael?
I mean,
I want Paul Rudd as the Shredder. That's what I want.
I'm ready for anything. I legitimately don't know what to expect from him.
Neither can I. The Michael Bay films were terrible, but the Turtles in the first one were good. Like, they were enjoyable. But then again, it's Michael Bay. Like, sticks and stuff. You gotta take, grains of sand out of his. God, they're terrible.
I hate Michael Bay so much.
So do I.
Like, everything he makes is just such a drag to sit through. Like, even the stuff that's good is a drag to sit through because he makes it unbearable.
Oh yeah, like he's clearly I think he is a pyromaniac. I really do think Michael Bay is a pyromaniac.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I need to test on that. Someone needs to sit him down and ask what the deal is.
Yeah.
What's the deal with explosions, Michael?
Absolutely.
I just like them. God. Remember the Power Rangers film they made that everyone thought was a Michael Bay movie, but it wasn't, and it apparently was good. I never seen it, but apparently it was good.
The original one, or like?
No, the newer one, the latest Power Rangers movie that
yes,
came out.
I saw that one too. Yeah.
I'm not even a big fan of Power Rangers. I like the original, because the original was just corny.
Right, and
Brilliant.
It was. And not the latest one, I think it was the one before the latest one. I watched that, and that was just awful. And it was the best thing ever. They were so stupid. Like, the Power Rangers themselves, they were like the worst Power Rangers ever, and it was amazing. Like, the entire show was
Did you
insane.
watch the second? Oh yeah, the Power Rangers as a show is insane.
It was this,
But it's
I'm trying to remember this part. This kid who's practicing on a tuba, a whole tuba. These kids showed up and made fun of him, and I think it was about the Blue Ranger. He was doing painting, because he's a painter. That's irrelevant though. So they made fun of him, and then the bullies left, and the kid is just standing here, and he walks next to a trash can. It's like, don't, and you're not going. And sure enough, the boy puts the whole tuba in the park trash can and walks away. And I lost my mind. Because, like everyone on the planet knows, instruments are extremely expensive. Even if you don't want to play anymore, you can't just leave a whole ass tuba in the garbage.
But he was bullied. He can't bear to look at it. Bulk and Skull bullied him.
So, yeah.
Did you ever watch the second Power Rangers movie? I think it was called Turbo.
Yes.
Or some shit.
Yeah.
That was awful. That was so bad.
Yes, because
so
they were told to make another movie, but to make it with the same budget that you make the show. So, because again, like the first one, they actually gave them money for it, but it didn't make enough money back. So now you have to make another movie with 10% of the budget. So that's what we got. And yes, it was terrible.
Zordon is just a PNG. He doesn't move in that movie.
Yeah.
I'm certain of it.
God, it was an awful movie though.
Bad movies with such a good appeal. It was. Do you ever watch what was the movie? It was based it was absolutely abysmal. My mind's drawing blank, but it was a movie based off an old show, and it was abysmal. That's a very broad description, I know, but I can't think of like any more.
I mean,
It was that bad, and it was hilarious.
There were so many movies that are bad. Like, there were so many movies that you don't realize that are bad. Oh, I don't know what this is. I can't even. Do you know the plot line? Maybe you actually have seen it. I don't know. You know the plot line about the world of the future, where the rich people are living inside of their own little area, and the rest of the poor people, the poor schmucks of society, are just left out in the wasteland?
I know the concept, yeah.
Exactly. Everyone knows the concept. Yeah. But I finally saw that movie like a couple of months ago. It is a terrible movie. It is the worst. I like bad movies. It was actually painful for me to sit through. Sean Connery was in it. He was actually the main character. His outfit in the beginning of this movie was boots. I think it was a Speedo and suspenders. Like, I'm gonna look this up.
That man was James Bond.
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna look this up, and I'm gonna send you a picture of him in this outfit. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is he wears this outfit for like a good half an hour to 45 minutes, and then the rich people give him decent clothes, just go through the rest of the movie, and then a fight breaks out because of plot, which is terrible, but that doesn't matter right now. But to hide himself, he has to wear a wedding dress for reasons that I can't remember. But the point is, this scene, I'm sure of it. I have no proof, but he clearly has the veil over his face, and it's clearly a stunt double. And I want to say minute and a half that this man was in this wedding dress for the scene of this movie, he had to talk. It's quite possibly the most uncomfortable I have ever seen Sean Connery in my entire life. And
that's saying something as well, because it's so much shit.
Exactly. And like I said, the point of it was we just saw you prancing around in a Speedo and suspenders, and yet this was the no point for you. It was wow. But yeah, it was
Have
awesome.
You see, there's a difference between a bad movie and then a film that is just doing stuff wrong that could have been good, and they're the films that infuriate me deeply.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you watch Scoob, the new Scooby-Doo film?
Yes. Yes, I have.
See, it's it's not even a mystery. It's not. It's just a superhero movie with Scoob and the gang.
And that's true.
Simon Cowell's in it.
He is.
What's he doing there?
The real reason why I found it funny, though, is because this isn't just about Scoob. All of the Scooby-Doo movies for the past, I don't know, couple of years have all been terrible. But
well, is that including Zombie Island, though? Because Zombie Island was great.
I was about to say. So, there were two specifically that I hate. Now, you're right, Zombie Island was good. The Zombie Island 2 remake was good, technically. But
I never watched that.
Oh! Okay, well, no. Let me reorder this then. Because you're thinking about the original animated movies. Listen, Scooby-Doo is okay, I have to take it back. Scooby-Doo is actually my favorite cartoon series.
It's up there. It's not mine.
I've watched what's new. I've watched Scooby-Doo Where Are You so much that I can almost completely tell which episode I'm looking at, regardless of what obscure scene I'm looking at. That's how much I've watched this stupid show. I mean, it's only like two.
That's saying something.
It's only like 2 seasons, so it's not like that impressive. But that's how much I've watched this show. I've watched all of them up to it. I've watched the live action ones. I've watched What's New Scooby-Doo. I even watched that weird show where they were spies.
Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue.
Yes.
That one was great. Fred, Velma, and Daphne were in like one episode.
They were. And then they had to...
know why?
Well, because they had to explain it to them. Because again, they showed up, they told them what was going on. It's like, we'll help you. Like, no, we have to deal with this by ourselves. And then they did, and then they left, and they never came back. It was fine.
And Scoob and Shaggy had a fucking bat cave. It was the dumbest shit.
So, this is what happened with the Scooby-Doo
I love
movies.
that. I love the art style of that show, though.
Oh, that's true. I actually did like the art style. That was really good.
Yeah.
So this is what happened with the Scooby-Doo movies. There were the original ones that came out with the original show. And then there was Scooby-Doo's, I guess, like, resurgence, which was Zombie Island, Witch's Ghost, and Alien Invaders, and the Phantom Virus.
Cyber Chase?
Yeah, Cyber
Was
Chase.
Cyber Chase not in that little group?
No, that was
Cyber
Phantom
Chase
Virus.
was good as well.
Yes, all 4 of those movies were good. Then they started making new movies. And then recently, they've been going back into their old movies. So this is where the problem comes in. There are 2 movies that they made that I actually hate. One is The 13th Ghost of Scooby-Doo, which is what it sounds like. It's a continuation of The 13th Ghost of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
And it, you find out... Well, I'm just gonna spoil these for whoever is watching. Because again, these movies are garbage. In it, you find out that the 13th Ghost is the ancestor of the wizard, whose name I can't remember.
Yeah, I think I remember the wizard.
But you also find out that there is no 13th Ghost, because ghosts aren't real. Even though they are.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, Scooby-Doo always had that issue, didn't it? Where, like... In the original, they were always like, supernatural doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Then Zombie Island was so good because, you know, this existed.
Right.
And then you've just been, like, switching back and forth for that. And it's like, the impact's gone.
And that's the thing, because, like... And that's true. That's why those 4 movies are technically like their own thing. But the problem, like I said, the problem is when they decide to make those part of the actual story. So they kind of just brushed it all away. Because the same thing was with Zombie Island. Because they've made another movie called Return to Zombie Island, in which
I knew about that.
this was a school trip where they were doing the same thing, but it ended up the island with all the zombies on it was just like a prank show. And it pissed me off so much because that's what happened. Like, I'm not. It's not like I'm gonna say I'm never gonna watch these movies again. Well, the rest of this movie, I actually am never gonna watch those 2 movies again.
Yeah.
But it's so weird when people do stuff like that because just like bring it all into one thing. But my point is, they don't know what they really want to do with Scooby-Doo, so they just do everything, including make Scooby.
Yeah, that's true.
And yes, Simon Cowell was in it. Dick Dastardly was in it.
I like that though. I like the fact he was in it.
Because he's a Hanna-Barbera character. Because he's a Hanna-Barbera character.
Because they're making a Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe for some reason.
Well, yes.
And I like the idea because it sounds insanely stupid. But if I can get a Top Cat film I'm set. And they need to do another Space Ghost thing, because, Space Ghost needs to come back. Like, I know C. Martin Croker, the guy who voiced Zorak and Moltar in Coast to Coast, is dead, unfortunately. But George Lowe is still around, and that guy is Space Ghost. Like, he is. Like, they did a Batman cartoon years ago called Batman Brave and the Bold. And they did a crossover episode with Space Ghost. And I thought that was a cool idea.
Yeah.
But they never used George Lowe. They never used George Lowe, and I was like, why? Like, I know he's the funny one, but, like,
right,
use him, he's Space Ghost.
Like, again, like you said, like, again, I don't know if this was, like, their actual thing, but yes. Because he wasn't, like, the actual Space Ghost. He was the host of the talk show. We didn't get that guy to be on Brave and the Bold. We got Space Ghost, so...
No one likes the original Space Ghost.
That's true.
It's shit.
It was.
It's a dumb show.
That's why they got the okay to make the talk show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what is the best thing about Space Ghost Coast to Coast? That they made Zorak, Space Ghost, Moltar, and Brak just insane. Like, they aren't normal. like, have you seen the Brak show?
Yeah.
I've recently just started watching clips of it. Zorak in that show and in Coast to Coast is like the best guy. Brak's funny as well, but Zorak's like, I found out they made a proper DC comic of Space Ghost as well. And Space Ghost is fighting Zorak, and he tells Zorak he's gonna burn in hell. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, why did you try and make this property a serious superhero property? Keep it a parody. Like, that's the whole charm of Space Ghost. But yeah, Hanna-Barbera universe is gonna be great. The Flintstones movie's got to be coming soon, because in Space Jam 2, they're using like all the Warner Brothers, characters that they own, like stuff. And they're using the Scoob models and stuff.
Yeah, but that depends on Seth MacFarlane now.
Is he making the film?
Oh wait, do you not know? Like, cause yes, they were in that, but he owns Flintstones.
I didn't know he owned it.
Yeah,
That's dumb.
He bought the Flintstones because he wanted to make a show out of it, and then he did.
I remember the show he did, and it's awful.
Yeah, then he went to Fox, and they said no. So now, Seth MacFarlane just owns the Flintstones. Like, but yeah, so like, if the contract, I don't know the specifics, because like,
yeah,
they can still like show up in like WB Media, but yeah, he did buy like the rights to make his own Simpsons series. Flintstones.
Yeah, I knew he had. Yeah, they're all the same.
They are.
And I knew the fact that he yeah. Except but like, I knew he had the rights to make a show, but I didn't know he was actually owned the Flintstones outright. But they're in Space Jam 2.
Yes.
And they got 3D models as fucking Jabberjaw. Captain Caveman was in Scoob, to be fair. But a bunch of old school characters, including the Animaniacs, which I wonder if they're going to use them again, because that'd be great. But they gotta make a Flintstones movie for this Hanna-Barbera universe. I just wonder if Blue Falcon will appear in that. It's so fucking dumb. Like,
yeah.
Dynamite was cool in that film. I'll say that. Dynamite was cool. Because Dynamite, they changed his design and gave him a cool design. Old Hanna-Barbera is insanely great. Like, it's a trip. Because it's so, like, the only ones I consider genuinely good are Scooby-Doo, obviously. Top Cat I actually liked because I've got a lot of nostalgia for that show and I think it's actually good as well.
Right.
And I actually don't think there's another one because I don't like the Flintstones. I think the Flintstones is boring. The Jetsons is even more boring somehow. And the rest, well, Space Ghost, the original, is terrible. We've established that. So is Dino Boy. Like, I mean, Tom and Jerry are technically Hanna-Barbera because Joseph and William Joseph Hanna and William Barbera, or whatever. I think I got the names mixed up there. They created Tom and Jerry, but WB bought them years ago. And if you want to talk about bad straight-to-DVD movies, they're the ones to go to. Christ. Tom and Jerry and the Wizard of Oz. Oh, God. And Willy Wonka. It's amazing. And that film, the new film, that was terrible. It depressed me.
I mean, it was the best one out of them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anything's better than the original Tom and Jerry movie. I mean, like... I don't need to see the flea and the dog singing. Like, Droopy was the best part of any Tom and Jerry film. But, like... I feel bad for, like, that's the franchise. Like, Scooby-Doo I do feel bad for in a way. But Scooby-Doo's always going to have that mainstream appeal. Everyone loves Scooby-Doo. Because the formula's just so, like, solid. Tom and Jerry can only really work in a short format, and I think that's the problem with them.
Oh, that's totally the problem.
I think they can have a movie. I think it can be done. But they just need someone who cares, not the person who made fucking Ride Along. Jesus. Like...
Right.
It's like... Looney Tunes is the same, but Looney Tunes can adapt. Like, you watch the Looney Tunes show, right?
Yeah.
The one that was basically Seinfeld, which Seinfeld's amazing on its own.
Yes, I never put two and two together, but you're right, yeah.
Yeah. And, like, Daffy's Kramer. Like...
Definitely.
Hold on, I need to send you the poster of the Looney Tunes show really quick. Because you will see how they are all... Like, it's a Seinfeld poster. It is a Seinfeld poster. It's the Looney Tunes characters as Seinfeld. Hold on. There it is. Like, tell me then that's not a Seinfeld poster. Bugs is Jerry, Lola's Elaine, George is Daffy, and Kramer is Gossamer in the background for some reason. Like, it's incredible.
Oh, man.
But, like, to my point, that was a good show because they actually adapted the Looney Tunes into a long format well. Like, Tom and Jerry can work, but it will never be the same because they're silent. It's like how Wile and Roadrunner will never work in a half-an-hour show.
Yeah.
It can be funny, but they can't. I don't know. I do think... I'm scared of these franchises dying out, in a way. Like, it sounds stupid because they've been so long-lasting. But, like, who the fuck talks about Felix the Cat and Popeye? You know what I mean? Like, the Popeye movie that's coming out, that looks incredible. But, it's like, you know, the only one that really has any safety is Disney. And because it's Disney, like, the monopoly is growing somehow. Like...
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's only a matter of time.
They were gonna buy out... Like, they are... Warner Brothers got sold, right? The whole of Warner Brothers got sold.
Yep.
Discovery bought them. It's like... If you're Disney, you buy Warner Brothers, you've won. Like, there's nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Like, Amazon or...
Oh, that's not true. Because this was a while ago, so I don't know if you remember. They tried to buy Pokemon. I know they tried to buy something from Japan, and they got turned down. I want to say it was Pokemon, because that makes more sense.
I doubt... From who? Game Freak or Nintendo? Because I know one of them owns it outright.
I honestly, I'm not even sure if I'm remembering the story right. I know Disney tried to buy something, like one of a property from Japan. I want to say that it's Pokemon.
Was it Dragon Ball? That sounded makes sense as well. Because I know that's huge.
I don't remember. But the point I'm trying to make is there's always going to be stuff for Disney to try to buy.
Mm-hmm.
So even when the robotic versions of Mickey Mouse and the gang are roaming the earth like the Terminators, they're still going to be trying to buy new properties.
It's at this point now where they own too much. Like, they genuinely do own too much. Like,
they do. I'm
a big fan of the Muppets, and they don't use them.
Yeah. Did you see the graph?
Which one?
The graph of all the stuff that they own that's shaped like Mickey's head.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's there's no reason why that should be a thing unless you own too much.
Yeah, like I'm actually not like obviously Monopoly is bad. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not, like, against the idea of Disney owning so much because, you know, collaboratory and cooler ideas. But at this point, like, you got so much. There's people out there who could make a good Muppet show. There's people who could make a good Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. They've still not done anything with him.
Yeah.
Like, that's still one of the crazy purchases I've ever seen. Have you seen how they got him back? Like, they swapped a commentator from ESPN for a character. Like, how does that work?
I don't know.
But, like, there's so much, and you don't hire people to do that. That's what the issue is, in my opinion. Like, if they hired people to do it, sure, but they're not. So, like, Roger Rabbit's still not being used in how long? He's perfect for, like, a documentary on, like, Amazon, on animation.
Yeah.
Just perfect.
Yeah, it's
fucking.
It's crazy.
It really is. They were gonna buy MGM, but MGM got bought out by Amazon, didn't they? So now Rocky is the mascot of Amazon.
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah.
And apparently they're planning on making reboots and stuff already.
Oh Lord.
Like.
But they're not even done with the actual story yet. Like, they're still making coming ones.
Well, I mean, Creed. Does anyone like Creed?
I don't know.
I've not seen the second Creed. The first one was. Like, the boxer that Creed goes against is actually from where I live.
Oh, okay.
Like, the city I live, Liverpool.
Oh.
And Tony Bellew. It was actually filmed in Liverpool because Sylvester Stallone actually knows the owner of Everton. Not the club I support, our rival. But, like, it was filmed over here. So was the Batman, the recent Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. That was filmed over here. But, yeah. Yeah, and the first one was cool. It was a cool idea, sorry. The film was kind of lackluster, and the second one's apparently a little better. Because it actually ties into, you know, the Rocky movies with drama stuff.
Honestly,
like, if you made a bad first movie, why am I going to go see that?
I was never into Rocky. Like, I've seen parts when I switched the channel, but I've never watched, like, the whole thing, all of them through.
See, I really like the movies. I think. Well, do you like the Karate Kid by any chance?
No. Well, I mean, I like it. But again, it's the same. I seem to just have a thing with I guess sports movies. Like, because no, it's not even just like sports movies. It's specifically movies based on the idea of like ththings that end in like fights, like sports fighting events. Because yeah, like I couldn't get into the Karate Kid either.
Have you watched Cobra Kai?
I've watched parts of Cobra Kai, and
it's.
Now I don't want to watch it because I don't want to get dragged into it. Because it seems like I would like it. That's why I can't watch it now.
I say this to you, you would like it for the same reason you like other stuff where, well, what we've talked about, where it's just insane and it's incredible. Like, it's Power Rangers. I've said this. I think it's an entertaining show, but it's so dumb. It's Karate Kid Power Rangers, and the the whole advertisement of Cobra Kai now is hilarious to me. The acting like Karate Kid is like this monumental franchise where it's like, no, the first film was good. No one cared for the sequels.
Yeah.
Then you made a show that was like, okay, this is actually entertaining. It's Power Rangers. Like, they have this one... Go on, sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, because I watched, like, the first couple of episodes. The first one, the one that was free on Amazon. I mean, YouTube.
Yeah.
And then, I think I watched, like, episode 2 and 3. And it's like, okay. And then I stopped watching it. And then I saw a bunch of people post clips for the season finale last year, or the year before, whatever, in the enormous, insane fight in the school. It's like, what the hell is going on?
Exactly. With context, still like that. The context doesn't make it better. It's incredible.
It's like, oh, I don't want to have to get into this show. It's like, but yeah,
I think it's hilarious. I think you'd like it from what we've discussed today. I reckon you'd like it. There's one there's one part in the show where the girl, Daniel LaRusso's daughter, is having a party at a house or some shit. And by the way, because like there's two dojos, there's Cobra Kai and then the one that Daniel LaRusso starts.
Yeah.
And honestly, they act like it's tribal war when in reality it's a fucking dojo that you're going to after school. They act like it's a proper war between the two. And like there's this, she's having like a little get together or something. Then the other kids come and knock on her door, and then it just ensues into this massive like fight. Like proper fight in a house, over the top. By the way, choreography's over the top. Like it's Power Rangers. It is just Power Rangers. And meanwhile, they've got the music that's playing because it's at Christmas time. By the way, they've got a rock cover of well, I forget the song's name, but that
oh
wow, there's this like insane fight that makes no sense. Is going on. It's a mess, but it's incredible. It's like, how does this exist? It's entertaining. I'll say that. It is entertaining. I hate like how some like I hate the fact that I like such stupid stuff.
Sure.
In a way.
Right.
Like I like Venom. Like I like Venom, but like it's not good. But I'm genuinely excited for the second one.
Oh,
like,
I can't wait for the second one.
I enjoyed the first movie. I can't because I like Tom Hardy as an actor as well, and Andy Serkis is directing, and I don't know if he directed it, but we definitely played the main character in the most recent Planet of the Apes trilogy, which is probably my favorite film trilogy of all time. I don't know why, but I love them so much. Really good movies. And Woody Harrelson's playing Carnage.
Yeah.
It's hilarious to me. Like, yeah, it's a great casting. Probably won't work because it's Woody Harrelson.
I mean, that's you can describe any of the things he's been in like that.
Yeah, it's exactly what you can. Oh, I mean, is there really anything else that like you've seen is is insane, but you enjoy it? Like I've not seen besides Cobra Kai. I can't like Aqua Teen's old, but like not a new like that anymore, is there? Like that's not intentionally stupid anyway. Aqua Teen is.
Okay, I don't know if this fits your description, but I just found out about this show it's on Disney Plus called Anne Amphibia. I don't know.
I've watched a bit of that. Yeah.
So I just found out about that show, and that is, I think I found out one of the things that I really like is when and this applies to like a lot of stuff that's come out recently, when something like starts out and it's like really just like cartoonish and normal, and then at a certain point it takes an immediate turn into being the darkest thing you can imagine happening in this show. I'm not gonna say like this show is like horrific, because it's not, but the turn it takes is like completely completely bonkers. And now I have to watch the second season because of it.
Apparently, it's really good.
There's
a lot of hype around that show. I couldn't that season, but like it's really good. Apparently.
It is, but there's like so much stuff that you can define as just like crazy, like Gone with the Wind. Because I've seen that recently, and like I've always heard of this movie and the book, and everyone was talking about it's the greatest story of all time, and this, that, and the other. And I finally watched this movie, and my only thought is that this woman Scarlett is like actually psychotic. And it's like,
have you?
Oh no, that was it. That was just she's just psychotic, and like there's no other takeaway of that from me.
Have you seen American Psycho with Christian Bale?
Yes.
I think that is a hilarious movie, but I don't know if it's intentional. Like I watch online reviewers a lot, like specifically, and I don't like him, but Chris Stuckman, I don't think he's a good critic, but he says it's a comedy. I'm like, I can see why. I think it's a funny movie, but I don't think it's a comedy. It's like that's I think that fits into it. It's like this guy who just goes on fucking psychopathic rage.
American
like he's so
Psycho
cheery about it. It's amazing.
Is one of those movies that people, specifically Americans, I mean other people maybe, but I know specifically Americans look at and say, yeah, I can see that happening in real life. But the problem is that they all think that they're so like in tune with everyone, like the stuff that he does in that movie is like people say like, if blank ever happened to me, I'd really show him who's boss, or crap like that. It's the type of movie that people like. I can't say this for that guy because again, I've never heard of them, so I've never seen any of his stuff. But it strikes me the same thing as that. Like, he thinks it's fun. Now again, I've seen the movie. The movie's like whack, like completely whack shit. So yes, you can think of it as a comedy. Yeah. But like, there's a difference between actually thinking it's a comedy versus thinking like this is a funny movie. Like, there's a difference between thinking it's a funny movie and thinking it's a comedy.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially, like, again, like you probably have read this or seen when someone else brought it up, how he played that movie as if he was not Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise. Have you seen him like have his public freakouts and stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I think it was on Oprah or Ellen.
It was Oprah. Yeah.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah.
And then ever since then,
it's incredible.
He's been doing well. I guess he was always doing it, but ever since then, specifically, you know that he does his own stunts in these movies, and they're all insane. So, yeah.
Did he break his back off?
Oh, I'm sure he has. Like, I think I do remember that, because they actually had to stop filming, doing one of the Mission Impossible. I don't know which one. But yes. And I think they're doing another, or they've already done it. I don't know what's going on with Tom Cruise.
He's He's making another Top Gun, isn't he?
Yes.
Or it's been made or something.
Yeah.
I never even seen the first.
Mm-hmm. But
Tom Cruise is he's a wild ride.
Because like American Psycho, what's the Fight Club?
I've not seen Fight Club. I need to though. It's a classic.
I mean, Fight Club is it's a fine movie. Like, I've seen Fight Club. I was never in the Fight Club, but that's because I don't give a damn about stuff like that. Then a bunch of dudes found out about Fight Club, and it became like the magnum opus of all movies without realizing, what a shit character the dude was. And now they all idolize him, so it's just ruined the movie for a bunch of other people.
You could say Joker falls into a line like American Psycho as well, though.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Joker actually fun.
Yeah, totally. The Joker too. Yeah.
Good movie, but overrated.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. I think it was overrated.
It was a good movie. I hated the movie, but that doesn't mean it was a bad movie. Because, like, I hate saying this now, because, again, they ruined it for me. The Joker is, like, the only reason I like Batman. Like, I like Joker, and I like Harley Quinn. I like some of the other villains, but those two mainly. But, like, then these guys, saying that they want to be Joker. It's like, no, I don't want to be Joker. I would fucking shoot him in the face if I got the chance. But that doesn't change the fact that I like the Joker as a villain. I don't like him as a person.
Yeah, he's probably the best villain in anything ever.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable saying that. I think that I can agree. But that movie wasn't a Batman Joker movie.
Right, exactly.
Like, it wasn't. Like, Joaquin Phoenix could not go up against Batman. It's a fact.
And I think
that's like...
There were people that say that they think that the movie itself was just supposed to be like whatever movie it was, and in order to get it through, they named him, they made it Joker, and they set it in Gotham, and like they made like all the connecting threads. But yeah.
See, I like the fact that it's open-ended.
Yeah.
Like at the end. Because I always seen that as like it actually didn't happen. It was him imagining he was like Joker because he likes Batman or some shit. It was like how people who the whole media was trying to say would like go crazy off this film would imagine. Like, you know what I mean? Like that stuff. And it was probably the best acting I've ever seen from a male lead in a movie. Definitely in some time. But it's not a Batman Joker movie, because I think when you make the Joker a I think when you try and make the Joker a person who's like based on class difference, it just ruins the character.
Oh, it completely did.
The Joker is just someone who, yeah, it did, and like I don't think that works for that character. I think the Joker is a character who is based off chaos and wanting to make Batman snap.
Like, yeah,
that's the whole thing.
The only time,
Dark Knight.
Yeah, like the only time I did like that story was when it was in not the Killing Joke, right? It was the other one. Or was it the Killing Joke? I don't even
Killing Joke. Killing Joke's the one that it bases itself off. Killing Joke's the one where Batman like tries to help the Joker for a change, and like Joker goes no. It's the one where they made the animated film and they had Batgirl and Batman fuck, and that was awful. But the film was actually quite faithful.
It was. Well, whatever the story was, it was the one where the guy, you see the guy go through his life, his day, and then he gets like invited into the job when he falls into the vat.
That's Killing Joke.
Oh, okay, it was. Like the only, like again, everything aside from that movie, like the only time when I understand that being the Joker's origin was in that specific storyline, because that's where he gets, that's where he gets the motto is all it takes is one bad day to become like me. That's like the only time that I understand that.
Yeah.
But like this one's like, yeah, I couldn't. It was just annoying. But yeah.
I think that's why the Dark Knight, like Joker, as different as it is, it still was a good portrayal of the character.
Yeah.
Because it's a gritty take, it's a grounded take, because that's what the Dark Knight films are, like, that's what they aim to be.
Yeah.
But his whole motto was, like, the scene where, like, Batman's on the Bat bike, I think that's what it's called, and Joker's with the fucking gun, and he's like, come on, hit me. That's, like, perfect embodiment of the Joker, in my opinion, because he will happily die. He will happily be murdered, like that.
Right.
So, to know that Batman breaks. It's like, you played the Arkham games, right?
Yes.
It's I think it's in City. I think it's in Arkham City, or Asylum, and he's about to get away, and Batman's, like, throwing a batarang at him, like, clearly aiming to kill him, and he just goes, go on, do it. And he knows Batman won't, and he just starts laughing. Like,
Yeah.
It's the perfect encapsulation of the character.
Mm-hmm.
And once you make it about class warfare, and he's like, I deserve to be rich. No one should be different. It's like, no, you can't make a character like the Joker relatable. You can do that with, like, someone like Mr. Freeze, definitely. Clark Kent, you could do that for, but he's not a villain. But not the Joker. The Joker's an agent of chaos. Use the Heath Ledger phrase, right?
Yeah.
He's an agent of chaos. So that movie was good, but not a Batman movie. Not even a Batman Joker movie. I don't know. I like the fact that they gave, like, now it's opened the door to villains getting the though. I do like that.
And that's true.
Because, like, Loki's show literally started Wednesday, and I thought that was a good episode. The first episode.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't. I forgot that it came on Wednesday, and well,
I hate that. I hate the fact that it came out on Wednesday.
Right? It's like I've seen them announce it like 8 times. I always forget. Like, oh yeah, it's Wednesday.
I hate it because it's like, to me, every Friday was like, it's something to look forward to, because the Disney Plus gets new stuff added.
Mm-hmm.
But if you make, like, the big show, like, the Bad Batch is a big draw for me. You know, I don't think the show's been that good. But, like, that comes out every Friday, but the biggest show is gonna be Loki right now, because it's Loki, and it's Marvel. Why make that a different day when you update everything else? It's dumb. It loses that, like, that excitement in a way. But, I don't know. But, like, I hope they do a Doctor Doom show, because that'd be good.
That's true.
I like him. Good. Because I think he could actually be, like, a Thanos level-esque villain.
Well, he totally could be, yeah.
If they do him right.
Well,
anyway.
Yeah.
Knowing the MCU, they'll probably use Doom as a Fantastic Four villain, and the Thing goes, it's clobbering time. Just punches him, and that's it. That's dumb. Like, I don't know. I really like Doctor Doom. I think he's probably the best Marvel villain.
Well, he's also,
I don't even think that much of Marvel villains, honestly.
I mean, he's also somewhere pretty high on just being a Marvel character, best Marvel character, period. I mean,
I think it's between him and Spider-Man who are actually the best Marvel characters, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But then again, you got the movie version, the Guardians, and they're really likable. They're probably the best MCU movies, in my opinion. The Guardians are so different. I can't hear you, by the way.
Oh, I was just muttering to myself about Marvel.
Yeah, I'm like you. I'm a DC first and foremost, but
yeah,
I can appreciate the other. Like Paul Rudd's in the cinematic universe. I'm gonna watch it. Like, I love that man so much. He's a funny guy.
Fair enough.
God. Oh, God, we've been talking about, like, movies and TV for ages.
Yeah. It's like the first one I have to, like, put into, like, 2 parts. Or probably not. I mean, know.
If it doesn't take too much to upload.
Yeah.
Then just upload it once. Maybe do you want to call it now, or It's your call.
Yes, I actually have to, because again, I have to go to sleep.
Yeah, no worries.
Yes. Alright. I put all my energy into closing this, into opening this, and I don't know how to close it. I don't really feel like figuring that out. So, thanks. Wait, I have to figure out the spacing again. Thanks to Bob for joining me. And, I need to say stuff about what I'm doing, so because that makes it seem like I'm doing better at this. If you have someone that you want me to, like, I don't know, interview or bother for an hour or so, have them tweet me or message me or whatever, really. I don't care. I'm usually getting in contact with it. I'm, like, if you see me on the street, which I don't think you will because I work at night and no one sees me, you can ask me to do it there, and I probably will. Anyway, I'll put Bob's channel in the description, which I have to remember to do right now, because if I don't, I'll never remember to do it. So I'll do that like as soon as I end this. No, am I following you? I don't think I subscribed to you. Anyway.
It's not a bother. I've uploaded it like 8 months. It's fine.
I was the same. Anyway, I do this relatively every Thursday, which I'm going to start doing now. Because even if I don't have these, I will literally just upload me talking to a wall for like 15 minutes or to put stuff up. I do not care at this point. So,
I will watch.
Yeah.
I will 100%.
Yeah, that's all I've got right now. I don't have anything else that I think I have to say. Oh, buy my merch. I don't know what I'm selling because I forgot, but I think I'm selling something, and I think it's pretty okay. Or you can give it to a present to someone that you like or hate, whichever. Alright, I'm actually done with this now, and I have to go because I'm tired and thirsty, so bye. How do I stop this? Oh, done. There we go. Alright, see ya.